Good evening, everyone. Welcome to GradeUp's MBA Prep channel. So the next month it is going to be a crucial month for all of you because the notifications of the MBA examinations of the season would start coming up, right? So the first notification it could be you could expect of CAT or NMAT, right? Either one of these you will get in the first week of July itself. So either way, like whenever you get the notification, the first exam of the season is going to be NMAT, right? So you know that it starts in October itself, right? And then a lot of students have queries that should they appear for NMAT or not? Okay, a lot of people ask that what are the examinations that I should write? So some people suggest that NMAT should be written, right? And so so this in this video I'm going to talk about whether NMAT is useful, right? Is it a good option to take NMAT or you should not take it? So reasons why you should take NMAT and reasons why you should not take NMAT, right? So good evening everyone, welcome to the session, right? So we'll be discussing that uh, whether should you write NMAT or you should not write NMAT, okay? So before we begin, just an announcement that we have this All India Mega Mock Test for MHCET from 19th of June. So the coming weekend you can take this mock test on GradeUp's app free of cost. Okay, and we are offering 50% discount on GradeUp Super subscription. You can just use the code HOPE50 and avail this discount on our subscription. These are the courses that we are launching, right? We have launched a course for NMAT, we have launched a course for CAT 2021, right? And for CAT 2022 also we are going to launch a batch, and so for SNAP as well. Okay, now what are the reasons that why I should take NMAT, right? People ask that should they take NMAT or not, right? A lot of people are asking us these days that what are other examinations should one write apart from CAT? Okay, so NMAT is one of the examinations. Now, what are the reasons that why you should take? First of all, NMMS Mumbai is among one of the top 20 B schools, right? And if you get into this institute, right, a decent B school, right, great, good placement record, located in Mumbai, right? So location advantage, you get to live in Mumbai, and probably you get a placement in Mumbai itself, right? So a good place, right? People wish to be in that city. Okay, so good B school, a great infrastructure and all, right? Good facilities and everything. Then second reason why you could write NMAT is the difficulty level of the examination is moderate. It is not as difficult as CAT, right? You do not have that deadly DILR in like that. Even the RCs and all those things, other things in verbal ability also won't be of that level of CAT or SAT. Okay, CAT, SAT, IFT are probably the they are the three most difficult examinations. NMAT is moderate level. So in case your caliber is not up to those examinations, this is one examination that you could target, right? So it is not very difficult. So if your level of preparation is not up to the level of CAT or SAT, so this is one examination that you could target. Okay, then another thing is it's a very flexible examination. You can take multiple times. You can take the examination 3 times. So if you did not do well, you can do it. You can take it again, and like you can take in different time interval. Like once you can take in October, November, December, right? So whenever you want to write, so it is flexible also. If you are not prepared in October, you can take it in December, right? Uh, Takes are also allowed, and it can be rescheduled also, right? So very flexible examination, right? Flexibility. CAT, if they have decided a date, it will be on that day. But in MAT, you can take, like if you do not want to take in October, you can take in November, you can take in December, before CAT, after CAT. So lot of flexibility allowed. Okay. Then the next thing which bothers a lot of aspirants is academics, work experience. People keep crying that I do not have great academics. In my class 10th, I had this much percentage, 12th, this much percentage. Will I get a call from IM? Right? Will I be able to get into any of the IMs and so on, right? So there is not to worry about that because it is merit based thing, right? So you do not have to worry about if your academics or work experience was not up to the mark, right? You can write the examination, clear the examination. Like unlike in CAT, what happens is even if you score very high in CAT, let's say a person scoring 99.9 plus, right? And even if you get a 99.9 plus, you may not get a call from A, you may not get a call from B. Okay, so I mean, but in NMAT, like if you get a decent score, you will surely get a call and you have high chances of converting as well. So if your profile is not good, then this is one examination that you could go for. So all are the reasons that I'm telling that like that are in favor of writing NMAT. Okay, then next is it is a rehearsal for CAT, right? So if you have like if you are preparing for CAT and like you want to have a rehearsal sort of thing, right? Although that syllabus is slightly different, right? CAT is difficulty on the higher side of difficulty. NMAT will be on the lower side, but definitely if you write an examination, you get a feel that how it feels to appear in an examination hall. Maybe some of you might not have written any of the MBA examinations. So if you take NMAT before going for CAT, so you get a feel that how is it to appear in an examination hall, what is the level of pressure and all those things. Okay, and one important thing is there is no reservation. So merit based institute, right? Although you can count all merits and demerits of reservation, most of the people are against reservation, right? I mean, in other B schools, you envy those people, those who were not that great but got through reservation, right? So here there is no reservation. So if you are meritorious student, right, you do not I mean you want to have a good batch, right? So that is why the batch is also good, right? All are brilliant students, right? They make through their caliber, not through reservation. Okay, so no reservation, no looking of acads and work experience. So if you do very well in this examination, you are almost certain to get into NMMS Mumbai, right? And which is one of the top 20 B schools in the country. So decent B school, right? Maybe not among the top 5, maybe not among the top 10, but still in the top 20, right? And you need to face the reality also, right? If you cannot get 99.9 plus in CAT, but you can do well in NMAT, so then I would say that yes, you should write other examinations. I'm not saying that, but NMAT is a decent option, right? You should keep other options also, right? Plan B should always be there, right? So that is something that you can take as a plan B. It's a flexible exam, not difficult. Okay, so a lot of good things about NMAT, right? No reservation. And in case you do not want to plan to go to Narsi Monji, you can also take it as a rehearsal for CAT. Okay, so these are the reasons that why you should write NMAT. Now let us talk about the reasons why you should not take NMAT. Okay, because I mean it's like a debate, right? Some people say no, I should not write NMAT. Some people say I should write NMAT, right? So let us talk on both the sides. Okay, first we've spoken about good things about NMAT, right? A good B school. The paper is moderate in difficulty level, flexible examination schedule. Okay, plus no reservation, no weightage to CATs, etc. So a decent chance of converting. Now, next, like if we talk about the reasons why not to appear for NMAT, first and the foremost thing is it's a very costly deal, right? It's a costly deal because you have to write the paper, right? Then you have to apply for the institutes, right? So all these add up to your cost, right? So like your paper itself would be around 2000. Then if you want to retake, right? So first is application, right? And then that institutes that you apply for, right? Institution application, right? Then again if you talk about your retake, if you want to retake the exam, right? If you want to reschedule the exam, right? They say that that is flexible, but that is all at a cost, right? And then like you will have to travel to for GDPI. If you get selected for GDPI, you have to travel to Mumbai. That is again a cost. Okay, plus fees is also, I mean, good, right? 17.5 lakh plus, right? So a costly deal, right? It's not something that it's coming at a like a cheap price, right? This these things also only itself cost a lot of things, right? Application, applying to the institutes, rescheduling, GDPI, and all those things. That also, I mean, those will be in other exams also, but here it looks even more. And fees is also very high, right? High means other, there are other institutes also that have high fees, right? So it is a costly deal. So if you only think of ROI, right, then you would say that no, not a very great thing from ROI point of view, but still, right, it's a decent college, right? So you should, like, if you consider like some top 50 college, and if you have NMAT as an option, so obviously you would choose NMAT. Maybe let's say there is a college whose fees is just 8 lakhs, but the college is placed in some tier 2 city, right? Not a very old college, right? Of course, over it you will prefer NMAT, Narsi Monji, which is located in Mumbai, right? And 40-year-old legacy. So all those things are advantages of that. But yeah, cost is one big factor. So the ones who belong to like middle class families could not afford. So you know that you are going to have a loan of you are going to have a burden of loan on you, and even while applying and all, you will have to burn a lot of hole in your pocket, right? So that is one disadvantage. Then second is, if you have a stellar profile and you are a non-engineer, right? Non-engineer, because I'm saying that because non-engineers are preferred in CAT, right? So if you're a non-engineer, you have a very good profile, you have got very good academics and all. So even if you do decently in CAT, you will sail through, right? So maybe you will easily get IMs as compared to NMAT. Okay, because CAT does pay attention to your, like IMs do pay attention to your profile, your academic background. So if you are from non-engineering background, you definitely have an edge in converting IMs, right? So if you are a very good profile, and like say you had very great academics, because there your academics would also be considered, but in Narsi Monji they won't consider those things. Here it is just about cracking the examination. In CAT you need profile, CAT score, everything. So if you have these things, then definitely you could skip this examination, try for better options, because you have reservations over there, right? Profile based, I mean not reservation, but yes, preference, I would say profile based preference in IMs, so that you can target that. Then next is, if you have a caliber to score very high in CAT, then I would say that, yeah, NMAT is not a good option for you. And if you see that you can score 99.5 plus, right? If you can score 99.5 plus, now depending on your profile, right? If you have a very good profile, you will get calls from the top IMs, right? But if your profile is not good, let's say you are an engineer, 99.5 plus, maybe you will not get call from IMs, but you have other options at that, right? So at 99.5 plus, if you have that very high caliber, you have options like FMS, right? You have options like MDI, right? You have options like, I mean, in case you are writing other examinations also, then definitely different things, right? But but these are the things that you can keep in mind, that these are the options that you have, right? Plus if you have, like, maybe you might get IM cozy code, right? Maybe not from ABCL, but you might get into IM cozy code or some other IMs, right? So definitely you have some other options also when you have a very good like caliber to crack CAT and other MBA examinations, right? So definitely, as I said, that NMAT is something that which is not a tier 2 college, tier 1 college itself, but there is just one good college through NMAT. I mean good, I mean by top 20. Okay, so that depends, that if you are very good aptitude, you can definitely do well in CAT. You have a good profile, you are a non-engineer, so all these things should make you believe that you can crack. You should not write NMAT, right? So I've given you fair points on the both side. You can evaluate yourself and decide that whether you should write NMAT or not, right? So if you are thinking that you are moderate, your academics are not great and all those things, then you can go for that. Otherwise, if you believe that, I mean, it's a costly thing, right? And your profile is not, your profile is great, you believe that you can get calls from IMs, or if you can score very high in CAT, right? You have taken good number of mock tests and evaluated that your preparation is low level is very good, so then in that case you can skip this examination. Okay, All right, so gradeup super is being offered at 50% discount. You can use this coupon code to avail that discount on our courses. These are currently the courses that we have on our platform, CAT and other MBA entrance examination. So we are launching a batch for NMAT as well, NMAT specific course. Okay, so around 50 to 60,000 people right appear for 50 to 60,000 appear for NMAT, right? Unlike CAT, which is 2 lakh. So NMAT is relatively easy to crack, right? You can get into NMIMS by scoring high in the examination. Although you have GDPI there, but yeah, if you score very high in the written examination, you have good chances of converting it. Okay. All right. So these are the faculty members at gradeup who who teach you for these examinations. Okay. All right, so I hope this solved your query whether you should appear for NMAT or not. You must have got the answer to your question, right? I gave you both points for and against it, right? So it depends on you. It depends on person to person. I cannot say that everyone, I cannot tell everyone that no, you should write NMAT, but I can at the same time I cannot tell everyone that you should not write NMAT also. So depending on the category that you are in, right, maybe you did not have great academics, right, you doubt that you will be able to clear that much score in CAT, so then NMAT is a good option. In on the other side, if you believe that you can score very well in CAT, right, and then apart from other things, then I think if of of course you should go for other examinations. I mean, you should go for CAT and not NMAT. No, NMS does not have any reservation, no Maharashtra factor, no nothing, right? So it's a purely merit based thing, right? So if you there is no such reservation there, right? So you just crack it, you can just get into it. Okay. So you, it's up to you to decide that whether you should be going for it or not. Okay. So thank you for watching this video. Good night and take care.